Welcome back. I'm Jocelyn Bamford. My guest today is Anthony Furey, and we're talking about the economy. There are some indicators that Prime Minister Carney and the federal Liberals may be softening their stance on Canadian pipeline and fossil fuels. Let's listen to what new Energy Minister Tim Hodgson had to say during a question period scrum with Conservative energy critic Shannon Stubbs.
The PM said Canadians shouldn't focus on pipelines. We'll tell that straight to the hundreds of thousands of workers who lost their jobs when these Liberals killed pipelines, LNG exports to allies, and capped Canadian oil and gas. Last year, 98% of Canadian crude went to the U.S., Canada's biggest customer and competitor, due to these Liberals. But in April, the PM said he won't repeal their No New Pipelines, Never Build Anything unlawful Bill C-69 and ignores premiers and businesses. When will he repeal Bill C-69?
Yeah. Minister for Natural Resources.
To rise in the House for the first time. I wish to thank the people of Markham Thornhill for their trust. I'm also thinking of my family who have supported me from day one, and my parents who I wish were still with us. It's time to get many projects built here in Canada. We will cut red tape, fast-track projects, and approve them within 2 years. We will create jobs for Canadians and build the strongest economy in the G7.
The honourable member for Lakeland.
These Liberals killed 16 major energy projects and $176 billion in options to make Canada affordable, safe, self-reliant, and united. And half these ministers, they're the same. These Liberals must kill C-69, but they can't get their story straight. 2 weeks ago, the Culture Minister said Canada doesn't need more pipelines. Last week, the Energy Minister talked a good game, but just like right now, won't commit to concrete action. How can Canadians believe anything they say? Will they repeal Bill C-69, yes or no?
Yeah! The Honourable Minister of Energy and Natural Resources.
The Prime Minister has been clear. Yes, we will support new pipelines if there is consensus in Canada for them.
Well, Anthony, your thoughts on that? Do you believe them? Will they cut C-69, or are there more battles to follow?
Well, it remains to be seen, but it's an interesting line there from the new minister, Tim Hodgson, who has a business background, and he was with Mark Carney at Goldman Sachs. He's new to politics. He seems like someone who's going to be a deal maker and appreciate the growth of the economy. But when he makes those remarks saying we will go ahead with something that Canadians support, well, polling actually shows that Canadians have been consistently supporting building these pipelines. So if that is his single metric, then yes, they're going to approve these pipelines, and they'll have them going within less than 2 years, as he remarks there, if I'm going to take him at his word. How we thread the needle with the fact that Mark Carney is this enigma in terms of someone who is saying he wants to grow all of this and grow the economy, yet he has a history of being very ideological when it comes to climate issues and net zero issues. How's he going to thread that needle? That's what remains to be seen. So I think right now I don't want to give them the benefit of the doubt, Justin. I don't think that's the right way to put it, but we're just going to pause for now and say, look, the ball is in your court. You've said you're going to do this stuff. Are you going to do it? And the clock is ticking, and they don't have much time to prove that they are. I do want to note as a footnote that Mark Carney set himself a July 1st deadline for interprovincial trade barriers, and he is meeting that already to some degree with some deals. So obviously it's good to build the pipelines, whether it's under Liberal government or Conservative government. So fingers crossed, because the nation needs it.
More to come on that. And Jack Mintz's recent article highlights some of the skepticism on the Liberals' intention to deliver what's promised. He said exactly what you said. Some of the words that they use, when there's consensus, where there's clean, as long as it's clean energy, gives them an off-ramp. Do you see them delivering on this promise, or do you see them dragging out and taking the clock for a longer period of time than they have mentioned?
I'm totally comfortable giving the I don't know answer, because as Jack Mintz has said, they do give themselves the off ramp. So they're talking a good game right now, and that's good. Great. and we're not yet in the time window because they're so new where we need to see results or not. But if they get to the point like we had with Justin Trudeau, where they continue to stymie multiple developments, and when we find out that these off ramps are excuses for them on every project, anytime there's one legal challenge, one person against the, oh no, we can't proceed, we don't have consensus. Well, there we go. We realize that they were just talking a bunch of baloney. So we're going to need to hold them to account right out of the gate.